Hello everyone, this is Priyanka and welcome to this video. Well, today is Tuesday and what's special about today is that it is the last Tuesday of 2020. Isn't that amazing? We are only a couple of days behind of stepping into the new year in 2021. What an incredible week this is, okay? So let's start what we are going to learn today. Today we are going to learn, as the title of this video says, D7 chord. Okay. Previous week we did B7, C7. Yes. Previous week we did C7 and now D7. So um, D7 and D chord, these both the chords are actually quite similar in structure. And if you want to hold D7 like this, like immediately onto the fretboard next time you are picking up a guitar, then understanding the structure of D and how it actually relates to D7 will help you to get that goal set on right. Okay. So first of all, as you can see, there is D chord right next to me, the shape, the diagram. Okay, so D chord is played like this. When you are playing D chord, do not play fifth and sixth strings, A and E strings, low E strings. Okay, and now there is D7 chord diagram as well. So let me shift here. As you can see that there are at least three similarities between these chords. First of all, they require only three fingers. In D chord, you will use only first, second and third fingers. The same thing goes for D7 as well. First, second and third fingers. The next similarity between these two chords are that, as I said, you are not supposed to play the fifth and sixth strings. Only 4, 3, 2, 1. Only below 4 strings you are expected to play. Okay, so there are these two similarities between these chords. Now, can you spot the third similarity? Can you spot? Have a look. Okay, have a close look at both the chord diagrams and do you notice there any similarity? There is a big similarity between these two chords. Well, congratulations if you got it right. In D chord, you put your first, second fingers on E and G strings on second fret, right? And in D7, you put your second and third fingers on the same string, same fret, E and G strings on second fret. This is actually a big similarity between D and D7. And that's how it is really essential to understand the structure of D chord so that it makes it easier for you to pick up on D7 quickly. D7, first, second and third. Sorry, D chord, first, second and third, and D7 is on first fret. Okay, you will put your index on B string first fret, second finger and third finger on G and high string on second fret respectively, and give it a go. Remember, you do not play upper two strings while playing D and D7 chords. This is how you hold and play D7. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Now, imagine if you have a song which has D and D7 in succession. Okay, and you want and struggling with the fingers like when playing D and then immediately shifting like this can actually create a little bit of challenge. How you can counter this, as I have done it actually in one of my videos, I will tell you in which one, but first let's learn how you can actually make transition from D to D7 much easier. Instead of holding D7 from your first, second and third fingers, you hold it. It's not easy, let me tell you. You hold D chord with second, third and fourth finger. like this. It's not easy, I definitely know it. Many of the guitarists, including myself, I prefer playing D with first, second, and third fingers. But while I was making the cover of the song Eternal Flame by the Bangles, I will put the link into the description. There was D and D7 in quick succession, and I guess D7, yes, it was there with some chord. And I actually played D7 with second, third, and fourth. Sorry, I played D chord with second, third, and fourth fingers. With some practice, I pulled it off nicely. This is how you play D with second, third, and fourth fingers. And imagine if we have to immediately shift to D7, lift off your fourth, put your index on B string first fret, and there you have D7. Wonderful, isn't it? D, D7, D, D7. If you practice a little bit, this transition and can actually make the chord progression much easier. If there are D and D7, these two chords quite close to each other, I mean just back to back. So this is how these two chords are quite related to each other, played by only three fingers, no touching on fifth and sixth strings, and they both require first, second, and third fingers only. Okay, just a little bit of shift and you will be able to play both the chords. So my friends, this was the D7 chord for this week. Okay, and next week I will see you with something special. It will be the first Tuesday of New Year 2021. Let's hope that the New Year begins on a much happier and healthier note. I know that as I'm speaking right now, there are two new corona strains out there, and they are 70% more transmissible, as I have read over the internet. But it doesn't hurt to hope. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's wish together that 2021 brings nothing but happiness, hope, wisdom, and lots of joys in all our lives. Okay, and just this Sunday, I have posted a video on 5 things I would like 2021 to bless us with, and at the end I have added a sixth one as well. So please go check that video out and let me know what else would you like 2021 to bless you with. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next. And yes, happy new year in advance. Hey, this is what I'm going to post next week. The tabs cover of the song Main Hu Dawn.